Hey YouTube family, I've been on a garden journey since 2020 and I've made lots of transformations since then. Come along with me and check out what's going on in the garden. Well, welcome into my little cottage courtyard container garden. These pots were actually my first project. Guys, never ever would I have imagined the joy that gardening brings. So much so that each year I've grown more and more. I've even written a children's book that would help early learners understand gardening, food sustainability, and what you can eat from the garden. Well, good evening, guys. This is Claudette, and I am at the stage of transplanting my sweet potato slips from the actual sweet potato. See the beautiful leaves there, and I'll be transplanting them right here. I've started taking off some. You can see as they've grown pretty long, what I did was just either break off if it was tender enough or snip off the actual leaf so that it can root and we can begin our preparation for planting those sweet potatoes into our garden bed. It is raining in Southern California, and so but this is what we're looking like. So we're moving right along, planting our sweet potato slips into water so they can root. I'm loving this time of the year, and I'm excited about what's to come. Okay, so I'm going to be putting new dirt in. It's planting day, Saturday, April the 15th. I just got off for work. It's about 2:30, and I really wanted to get my sweet potato slips in the yard today so that we can have some lovely, nice sized sweet potatoes for the holiday. Oh my word. These planters absolutely needed an update. I've painted them, so stay tuned so you can see the updates. Well, here I am in the garden harvesting green onions and carrots. This is an old sink that we had removed when we renovated our kitchen. We decided to keep it and add a whimsical feature to the garden. Well, thank you everyone for following along with me on my garden journey. Here I'm harvesting onions and they have an amazing smell. Next up, I'll be harvesting the carrots. I'm so excited about being able to grow my own food. This is truly my happy place, and I get to make it my very own. With all the changes, all the transformation, this brings me joy. Wow, and this is so fun. What an amazing harvest. I hope you're finding plenty of things to grow in your garden. For me, I found a new favorite, which happens to be bell pepper. And I'm adding more this year, and I'll be adding more for the years to come. Well, all my garden friends, I have a little story to tell you. This would actually be my second attempt at growing watermelon. So here you see a healthy plant. It's been protected with neem oil because in my first attempt, the garden pest came and ate my vegetation away. Now that the trellis is removed, I'm here in the garden and I'm making plans for a sun garden and a shade garden. Tell me what you think belongs in a shade garden and a sun garden. I'd like to get your opinion so that I may be able to add some of your ideas to my garden. My all time favorite vegetable to harvest would be the sweet potato. It can be so much fun during the harvest. You just keep digging and digging and digging. And each time you dig, there's more potatoes and more potatoes and more potatoes. It's absolutely like finding treasure. And so it's now time to get the curing process started and then dessert for Thanksgiving dinner. Here you have one of our family favorites, sweet potato cheesecake pie. And just like that, a new season of gardening has begun. And on to all of the beautification projects to come. Okay, family. So I really don't have a huge garden space. It's not the smallest either. It's a 20 by 20 space, and it brings me so much joy. Well, I'm still a fairly new gardener, and I have so much to learn about the garden. Things like place marigold plants or seeds in the same containers that you're using for tomatoes. It actually helps to prevent pests and things like hornworms from eating your vegetation. So this year, I've actually placed marigold seeds in each of my containers that have tomato plants growing in them. So, along with that, there's going to be more beauty in the garden, and I'm all for it. But up ahead is going to be a lot more maintenance as things are growing in the garden. But it's an experience that I welcome and that I actually really love. I hope you're enjoying all of the things that are going on in the garden and many of my transformations. There's still more to come. However, let me know in the comments which ones are your favorite transformations and things that you may do in a garden for your transformations. Well, here we are to the 2024 garden. I hope you like all of my changes. Let me know which ones are your favorite. Hello, guys. Well, we have added so many more things to the garden over the past few days, and I am just going to be bringing you up to date where I am. I've got 3 new tomato plants here added, so that's a total of 10 plants. This is the blackberry bush that survived the bare root. I had another one here that did not survive, so I went ahead and replaced that one today. Isn't that so cool? I have a jalapeno now planted. I've changed some potting for my geraniums because they were in smaller terracotta pots, and I think they were beginning to get root bound, so I just went up some to get them to grow bigger. This one is really doing really nicely, so I'm happy about that. There is peppermint that I've added in this area, and I have my green stock set up full of strawberries. So this is 24 new strawberries in the green stock. I am concerned about her tipping over, but she's on a table, so as long as there's no wind, she should do pretty nicely. I've tried to alternate them to get some beautiful hanging as they begin to grow out. So this one is June bearing on the top. Then I have an ever bearing, another ever bearing. Then I have June, ever, June, and ever. And so here we are with all of the beautiful strawberries that we have for the garden. This area is my sun area, and I've just added some pillows here just this week. And I went to one of my favorite places to shop to pick up some pillows. I was hoping that I would find something that I liked, and I really did. I love blue and creams and browns, and so it was almost like it was just meant for me. I'm going to turn that light on for you guys a little later so you can see that. This is sweet basil. It's finally coming up. Cabbage, kale, and marigold. I've got lights added here, guys, so Those lights are new. These, of course, are my sweet potatoes. In the blue pots, I now have a bell pepper seed planted in each of the blue pots. More strawberries. I have 4 here. And then I also have, this is another variety, but those are the ones that have the very pungent smell. This is a bush bean. This is a new area that I created today, and it is chocolate mint. And what is next to the chocolate mint? It is sweet basil. And then on this side of the strawberry bin, I have a cilantro growing. Taking the cage off of the kale. Here is another mint that I've planted there. So we've got more peppermint growing all over the yard, all throughout the yard. So hopefully we will be smelling nice. I want to show you what's happening with my pole beans. They are growing, y'all. I'm really impressed about my pole beans starting to grow. My lettuce has bolted. It looks like it wants to flower, so I'm going to cut that tomorrow so that we could have some salad on tomorrow. These are the purple bush beans here. These are the carrots. And so here we have a collard green. Collard green, I'll be taking those cages off tomorrow. I've sprayed them with neem oil. Here is another geranium that was potted, repotted, because she appeared to be getting root bound. Let's see how she does now that she's in a new container. I think on tomorrow I'm going to fertilize her and give her some needed fertilization. So here we are coming up the pathway into the garden, and I'm very happy right now about what I'm seeing, and I can't wait to show you all what the lights look like. I've got lights all over. I'll be turning them on shortly, but I really wanted to show you all of the beauty that we're now beginning to experience in the garden. I am so excited about the things that are growing as day is falling. Just moving things around. Got some new containers that I'm going to be planting those new tomatoes in. Just going to let them grow a little more before I put them in there. And I'm going to get some, I need to get some more dirt anyway, but this is the shade garden. She's looking beautiful. This shade garden is looking beautiful, and I am just loving every aspect of the garden, and I can't wait to show you all the lights. Look at my celery. She's doing beautiful. I moved her and she just still thrived. She's thriving. Just beautiful. Experiencing nothing but pure joy and beauty in the garden. And I hope that you're doing the same. And stay tuned for a wonderful show of lights in the garden tonight. So hey guys, it is officially night. I'm trying to show you all the beautiful lights in the garden tonight. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or how well, but let's take a little look. Let's take a look. How nice all the lighting looks and all the little areas. So this is the garden at night. She is lit. On both sides at the door, she's lit. She's lit over here in this area by the fire pit for my barbecue pit. This area is lit. Let's try and see. These plants are lit up over here. Shade garden. And I absolutely love all the lighting that I was able to get out. I have some lighting here on each of my melon plants. So kind of as you're coming in to the driveway here, you're coming in to this lit path on this side. There's so much going on over here. And that is outside of my yard where you see the stop sign. But yeah, this is night lighting. And I am enjoying just the visuals that I'm able to see now when I come out in the garden. And on those really nice hot summer nights, this is where we will be. I'm going to be adding some aromas out soon. I'll be looking for some jasmine to place in the yard to give it a beautiful fragrance. But for now, this is the garden at night. Hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.